Okay, what's going on, folks? Mr. Brunswold here. Um, Today we're going to be talking about Newton's laws, specifically Newton's first law. So, goals for today, I can describe Newton's first law in real-world situations. Our agenda for today, we're going to take notes on Newton's first law, um, and then we're going to give some examples of Newton's first law. Um, So recall that objects that are accelerating have changing velocities. So in the beginning of our last unit, we were dealing with objects that were moving at the same velocity, the same speed the entire time. And now we're going to be talking about objects that have changing velocities, objects that are accelerating. And so acceleration can happen in three different ways. The first way is that an object can go faster, so it'll be going a certain speed and then it'll speed up. Right? And so then you can probably guess what the second one is, just the opposite, right? Going slower, right? So an object's going a certain speed and then it slows down. The third way that something can accelerate is that it could change direction, right? So changing direction is the third way. Okay, what's going on here, folks? Mr. Brunswold here. I'm just chilling in the school parking lot. Going to show you three different ways that you can accelerate using an automobile. So the first way here is with the accelerator, right? Press on that, that'll make the car go forward. If you're moving forward and you press on the brake, right, that'll slow you down. So that's the second way that you can accelerate using your car. This car will make you accelerate this pedal will make you accelerate by speeding up. This pedal will make you accelerate by slowing down. And then the third way, you don't normally think of this as making you accelerate, but the steering wheel, right here. The steering wheel will make you accelerate by turning, right? If you turn left or you turn right, that's accelerating as well. Those are the three different ways that you can accelerate in your car. Okay. So now that I've kind of shown you that little demo, we're just going to kind of go over quick some examples of each of these types of acceleration. So going faster, that's like when you hit the gas pedal. Going slower, that's like when you hit the brake pedal. And changing direction, that's like when you turn the steering wheel. So there's three different ways that you can accelerate in your car. Normally we just call the gas pedal the accelerator, but really these are all accelerators, depending upon the situation, right? They can all cause the car to accelerate. So it's not actually just the gas pedal that'll make something accelerate. They all cause different kinds of accelerations. Okay, and so then what you're going to do at this point is come up with three real-world examples for how an object may accelerate. So you're just going to kind of come up with those on your own. If you have any questions on that, you can ask me. We can go over that as a class. Okay, and so then up next I've got a video on Newton's laws, so that's kind of what we're going to segue into now that we've talked about acceleration. Really, we've kind of been talking about Newton's first law all along, but we're going to define it in a second here. First, though, if you want to watch this video, it's kind of fun. It's not super academic or anything. It's just kind of funny, and it sort of gives you an introduction into Newton's laws and Sir Isaac Newton. Sir Isaac Newton is a famous physicist. He's the one who came up with Newton's laws, and this video is gives sort of a funny, comical history of him. Okay, but Newton's first law, the first law that Newton came up with, sometimes this is called the law of inertia, or just inertia. Um, and what it means is, or what it says, is that an object in motion will stay in motion, and an object at rest will stay at rest, unless it is acted upon by an outside force. And so, maybe said a little bit more simply, is kind of what I said earlier, is you need a force to make an object accelerate. Objects won't accelerate unless you apply some sort of force to them, right? Otherwise, they're just going to keep doing whatever it is they're doing. So if they're moving in a straight line, they're going to keep moving in a straight line. And if they're sitting still, they're going to keep sitting still, unless you apply some sort of force to that object to make it change its velocity, also known as accelerate. Okay, and so then what is a force? A force is simply just a push or a pull. You probably know some forces. I know you've all talked about this before, so try to list as many as you can below there. Try to list 6 if you can, or even more. There's more than 6 forces in the world. There's lots of forces. If you're unsure, you can Google, right? That's allowed, right? Go ahead and Google different types of forces. Or you can try to maybe answer some of these questions. So, what force makes things fall to the ground? I'm thinking most of you are going to know that one. What force pushes a rocket or jet airplane forward? What force causes a balloon to rise upwards? Here's some more hints. What force causes your car to stop when you step on the brakes? What force holds up a swing at the playground? What force allows a skydiver to slow down when he deploys his parachute? So just think about all those, and we'll go over this as a class tomorrow.